I don't know why this like needs to be like cloak and dagger here. What the fuck? And I don't know if this is gonna work. Give me a couple minutes, just a couple minutes. I gotta say this. From the bottom of my heart and all the wrinkles in my skin, I love Mr. Rogers. I love Mr. Rogers so much. It's worth a moment of my time, you know. My childhood was defined by Sesame Street and Mr. Rogers in the biggest way. I've really tried to like kind of transfer some of that to my kids somehow without knowing really what I'm transferring, I guess, in until now. I love Mr. Rogers. Huge, ginormous, gazillion, billion, enormous part of my whole self, really. Mr. Rogers was going to church for me. And the best part about that was, and is, that I didn't know that I was going to church. God, it's so gorgeous. It really is. I didn't know I was going to church until now. I didn't know, because the thing about church is that it's like going to church out of obligation is not church. It's shame-based situation. You know what I mean? Going to church that's church is nothing to do, it has nothing to do with obligation. It has everything to do with imagination. And I was blessed to grow up in a time where that was available to me. And it wasn't represented to me as an obligatory, you know, sentence of, you know, like how to like redeem my humanity. You know, it wasn't like I'm going to church Sunday so that I can be like, I'm really sorry that I was like a bitch like 17 times this week. Fuck that. It was an invitation. It was an evocation. And it was imagination, and it was holy. And I know that it has defined just like a huge, I guess like a, how do I say this? It's just a huge psychic landscape for me, you know, about how to approach the heart. And I need to do this right now. I need to be like, I don't know, we watched the Oscars, now there's this documentary with Mr. Rogers, and I've been, you know, my kids, I got him, you know, I wanted to invite him into their psyche, and that's church to me, in every way. And thank you so much, Mr. Rogers. I love you, just as you are. And also, I really do not fucking understand. I understand it intellectually, and that's irrelevant for me. I don't understand on a cellular level, like, why any fucking leader, president, or just, you know, any innovative source would ever, or leadership source, would ever in a million gazillion bazillion years like want to take away funding from our children. Like, what the fuck? My mind gets it because I know fear. But my body cannot exist in a world like that at all and does not understand it. So something's wrong, because my body is my moral compass, and the children are like everything, you know. It's so crazy to me. I don't get it. I don't get it in my hands and my feet, my toes and my stomach. I don't get it that way. And as much as my brain can identify it as what's like wrong with it, it doesn't help my body. My body hurts. So it is time for our deeper invitation to church. That's all we got, yeah?